know if you guys have ever seen these things. This is the FMS Atlas 6x6. Turn that light a bit here so it's not reflecting in my face quite so bad. So that's the Atlas 6x6. This is the blue one.
So that's mini style, right? That's gonna be like the 18th scale.
The 1/18th scale. If you can read the box there.
And we will be comparing this to the 24, see what it really is like.
Yeah. Can you read that? Yes, there we go.
Horizon Hobbies made in China, like everything else.
Made in China. Now, I think my favorite thing about FMS is the boxing and the packaging they use. Now, I just got to get it out of said packaging, which I like so much. So, bear with me for a second while I curse and swear at the packaging I like so much. There it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's tight. She's tight.
Zerk says he wants to make one into a little tow truck.
Maddox is all pissed off at me. He's like, what? Somebody already stole my idea? I'm like, what do you mean stole your idea? He's like, yeah, I was going to make a mini 6x6. I'm like, I hate to break it to you, son, but there's like 6 companies out there making mini 6x6s already. Oh. Okay, so hands down, packaging when it comes to FMS, there's nobody that seems to do a better job than these guys with their...
I think they're doing that because if that container ship goes over,
they're going to float. They'll float all the way across to the ocean on the other side. But I love these things. I love the way they're packaged. I'm just going to see if there's any tape on here. No, there isn't. There we go. So you just pop open the seal. Let me slide this out here. It's all molded to fit
beautiful
body perfectly, right? So like if you're one of those people who travels a lot, and I mean you could throw this in your carry-on or whatever, do up your little truck and throw it in your carry-on and go, right? Like, so this is the 6x6 from FMS. Now the remote comes in 2 pieces. So oh no, it's broken already. It slides together. Now, literally, this is my unboxing. I have not had a chance to even attempt running this thing. I do have some batteries kicking around here. I'll slip in this, and maybe we'll give it a little looky-see. But we'll move the packaging now. Oops. Oh, I lost the sticker. Something came out of it. No, it's down there. What's in it? Oh, wait a minute. There's the charger. Aha! The charger cord. It is a USB cell charger for a LiPo battery. And like most of these companies, this thing's probably going to be in here. I'm going to brighten this light up for you guys a bit here. Let's make this brighter. All right. Okay. So let's open the sucker up and see how cool it looks inside. Now, where does it hinge? There's a body hinge. Just got to find the body posts.
The crowd watches on.
Oh, yeah. So that's why I don't do unboxings. That's why I don't do a lot of live unboxings, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So
it's okay. We'll bear with you.
Aha. It just squeezes in.
Dave knew. He said pull the rear of the cab.
Yeah, it's just a magnetic mount. So that's cool.
Magnetic mount.
That's really cool.
Huh.
As you can see, my phone has a little bit of a delay.
Happens.
Oh, well. The interwebs has a delay. So that's cool. I do notice, though, you cannot open it all of the way because this front bar, this bumper here, is stopping it from being able to swing all the way. Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was. See? Stops there. But anyways, first we get to the battery, which is held in with a couple of little elastic bands.
Quick change action.
Some quick change action. Funny thing, this battery looks identical to the one that you get with an easy RC. Amazing.
Super special.
It's a 600 milliamp 7.4 volt 2S. I think I might have one of these already charged, but even if not, I'm just going to throw this on a charge right now. We'll see how long it takes to charge. That would be kind of cool if it charged up like really fast during our little chit chat here. Oh God, there's blinking lights everywhere. Ah. So yeah, it looks pretty solid. I mean, the driveline.
Look at that action.
Look at that. Like, it's got really good smooth action.
Military tread.
Military style block. Actually, this tread style is a lot like the Grunt. So I don't know if you've ever seen the Grunts. I'm going to move the mic closer. Proline came out with a tread called the Grunt. And the Grunt is almost exactly this tread style here. It's it's a nice tread style. Look at it. It's soft. The tires are fairly soft. There doesn't feel like there's any foam in there whatsoever.
Perfect. More traction.
More traction, yeah. Steering action feels good. It is plastic steering arm. I like the scale exhaust on the bottom here. That's kind of cool. Comes up, down around the side, and then up. They're not hollow, though, so you can't actually put a smoke kit in, because that would be wild. If you could put a little mini smoke kit in there and have smoke coming out.
A little drill and a lot of patience.
I'm having ideas.
So
I don't know if you could even do it with a little drill because of this little turn here. It kind of goes out 90 and then 90 and then up. You can see that. Weird with my camera.
So those tires, what size are those? The rims and tires? Like
the rims are a 1 inch. Let me dig up my caliper.
So that's like the same thing that they're running on the 24s, eh?
Yeah, well, here's a set of 1 inch. I got a set of 1 inch bead locks here. So here's a 1 inch bead lock. And I don't know if you guys can see this better. This is a
spare.
We'll throw this on its side here. Yeah, it's a dead match. Exactly the same size.
So now my next question is, which is always the same question I ask, how big is that compared to the 24?
How big is this compared to the 24?
Yeah, let's get some side-by-side comparison action.
Let's take a look. I'm going to lay this. I'll put this guy here. Which 124 do you want to see?
Let's go with the SCX 24.
The SCX, okay.
Let's just see. I'm kind of curious. I'm always curious.
Let's do a couple of them here.
Let's do them. Yeah.
Ooh,
got like 10 of them.
Maybe.
In your collection.
Right. So there's the Betty. Okay. Now I'm showing you guys the Betty because the Betty has the biggest tires really stock out of the box when it comes to getting these SCX 24s.
In all the land.
In all the lands. So we'll put this here. We'll put this here. Scale-wise, we're pretty close. The cab is remarkably similar in size.
A little bigger.
It's a little bit bigger, but the window is the same. The tire size, pretty much the same. Now, if you were looking at a truck like this and it was a 6x6, you would expect it to be a fair bit bigger than a pickup truck. Right? Wouldn't you? I would.
I don't know.
Wheelbase from front axle to front axle, or front axle to front rear axle is a little bigger, right?
Quite a bit.
These tires are a little bigger for sure.
Oh yeah,
definitely a larger diameter. Nose track width, it's a little bit wide. Trying to get where the center of the camera is. There it is.
There we go.
So if I line up the tire, this tire here, line it up on the side.
So big difference there. Looks like that one, the 24 has the servo and axle, and that one's in the chassis, eh?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So the SX24 has a servo in the axle. This one is in the chassis. Transmission mount on the SCX24 is two screws. You can see that very well with that camera. You can see it right there. Let me get my little pointer here. So there's two screws holding in the SCX24.
Yeah.
There are three holding in the one in this guy. The motor is definitely bigger. It's at least twice the size.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that rig there should be a little more capable than the 24s then.
It should be. I believe Gord has the Tetra version of this guy. No, not. I can't remember if he has this one or if he has the one from Panda Hobby.
He's got a Panda. He's got the little banner up.
Yes, right. That's right.
Yeah, he's got the Panda.
So one of the things I do notice here is that this guy has there's a 3-link on the front end. Okay, so and your third link is up here just right above the axle. Now it looks like you could, if the motor wasn't in the way, you could go with a 4-link setup on the front. Now there's a 3-link, and there is a panhard bar in there. If you can see this link here, right in behind the servo.
Yeah.
There is a panhard bar. You can see it right. There's the head of it right there. I'm going to poke around by doing this on the camera, which is really hard. There's the head right there. Now, yeah, I'm going to have to power this thing up. Let me grab some batteries.
Yeah, I do like that. I think I like that. It's a nice body style to it. I like how the roof on it is actually flat. A flat front, not so much angle on it. Looks more good. More better.
Way more better.
More better.
I'll get up my brick of batteries here. I swear to God, I should have bought stocks in Duracell. Or Energizer. Energizer, because I like that little bunny. All right. So to put the batteries in this guy, you just you take the handle, you take the top out of the handle right here. Whoa. So that clips into the top, and that's how it comes in the package. You just pop this top piece out, slide your batteries in, and I grabbed the wrong size batteries. It needs double AAAs. Other bag.
Little truck, little batteries.
Little truck, little batteries.
Other brick of batteries. Oh. I should probably read the packaging before. Oh, look, this one actually gives you a diagram. It takes form. This one gives you an actual diagram telling you how many of these little batteries it takes and what direction they're supposed to go. Because I hate it when I put them in backwards. Oh. In the hole. In the hole. And this is going to fit in here. Okay, so then that goes there. And then you have your, so you got your batteries are in this here, all held up. And then this is your controller part, and the two are going to clip together like so.
Pow.
No, that's backwards. Or is that backwards? No, it wasn't backwards. That was right. Like so. It's a funny feeling controller. See if it powers up. No.
No, it must
have been backwards. There we go. I'm just a little dumb.
It's okay. We'll bear with you.
I'm trying to look at it on the camera and then do it on this way, and everything's
sure.
You're looking at a mirror, it's like one way, and then it's the other way. So nothing lights up, just beeps. That might be frustrating. Oh, okay, we got to look at that.
Uh-oh.
So there's two tabs that have to rub. Like it's just two buttons. These are springing. These are
Spring
springing, and they're like a button, and it looks like it's a little bit tricky to make sure that it's in there.
I see a light.
Okay, now we got a light. If I shake it around, the light is not going away. So that's good. I think what happened is the little button stuck in when I slid it together the first time.
Happens.
Okay, so we'll wait for this to charge a little bit more here. So this is the 24. Now I'm going to show you if we were to compare it to a little bit more true scale 1/24th, would be a mini Z. So here's the mini Z.
I think it's a monster.
Now we're starting to get into the same idea. If 1/24th scale, if you're talking now, they do call this 1/18th scale, so technically it should be bigger.
Yeah, it should be.
But if you were driving around in a Jimny, this little guy, right?
Yeah.
And you rolled up alongside this guy, I can pretty much guarantee you this guy's going to be smaller. A lot smaller.
That's a Power Wagon.
There's a Power Wagon body ish.
Yeah. So Power Wagon wasn't that much bigger than a normal.
Well, actually, it's a Power Wagon, but it's not really a Power Wagon. Well, I guess it kind of is. I guess it's about as close as you're going to get to a Power Wagon, really, with any of these guys.
Now, if that was like a big rig, then that's yeah.
This, I have the body loose on it right now because I'm getting it ready to paint it. This is a 1/18th scale RC four-wheel drive. Jalonde 2 or whatever the hell they called it now.
1/18th. So it's in between.
1/18th. No, it's the same scale. So this and this are supposed to be the same scale.
Oh, I see.
Right? So they're pretty close. I mean, but then you take the
1/24th.
1/24th is bigger. Well, wheels and everything are bigger.
Everywhere it's bigger.
The cab is smaller, for sure. So they call this 1/18th, but it runs 1-inch wheels, and yeah, it's probably a more scale 1/24th size, or sorry, 1/18th size. These have never been known for being SDX 24s and Enduros and all those trucks. They've never been known for being super accurate on their scale.
I don't know. Same point though. You should be able to take a measurement, scale it down. It should be the same on that. Is it not?
You'd think. If you talk to Curtis, who has been designing these guys, and we're working on scale parts and stuff and designing this stuff, it drives him nuts when he looks at it, because when he actually does go into it and scale it down, when they say 1/24th scale, so he'll measure up the real thing, scale it down 1/24th. No, not even close, or 1/10 or any of that stuff, right? So, yeah.
Classic.
Okay, I think this battery has enough charge in it
It'll at least move a little bit.
to at least drive it around on the bench a bit, right?
You can at least drain the battery and blow it up, and then yeah.
I know a guy. I can get more batteries. Now, I'm not a big fan of this not opening all the way.
Hold your tongue right.
Holding my tongue. Holding my tongue. Oh, wow. That sucks. Actually, kind of sucks doing this with these elastics in here because it doesn't want to fit in right. So it is the small one that goes in. Come here, you. Small end connection here. Okay, we're plugged in. We are turned on. All right, now we're turned on. Look at those lights.
Ooh.
And backlights.
Ah. Do you get signal lights when you turn? Is my question.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Ha.
Try rubbing it. That's how you turn it on.
Nope.
Nice. I like that better.
So do I. But take a look at that steering. That's actually pretty decent. Pretty decent steering travel.
But will it turn with that long wheelbase?
It's going to drive like a 6x6.
Yeah. A lot of pushing it. But it'll go anywhere.
Yeah, it's got some good.
Some jelly?
Yeah, it's got some pretty decent jelly. Not bad.
This whole thing shakes, rocks back and forth.
They all do that, but that's because this has got a big torque and diesel in it, right? It's got a big old Cummins in there. Big old Cummins that's been blown out, mechanical. That needs to have black smoke just pouring out the stacks. That's what would look proper.
Nah,
So,
probably has a Duramax in it.
my impression of it is I like it. I do really like that color. There's the two colors. Is a red. There's a red and the blue. I kind of like the red quite a bit too. I don't know if you guys can see the. I'll show you on this picture.
Is it shiny? Yeah.
No, it's the same thing. It's still a matte-ish kind of finish.
Which is period correct.
Yes. So I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Go over a few of the things. It is 100. It says true ladder frame truck chassis, 6x6, all-wheel drive system, high torque transmission, final drive, 104/1. So that's pretty good.
12 valve.
High grip, big block tires. True scale pinion and rear ring gear axles. So this is not worm gear like the others. Matte painted Lexan body with clear windows, front and rear LED lights, aluminum anodized chassis rails.
Ooh, anodized.
Yeah, so there's just basically a flat bar chassis rail that's been cut. Really. Functional spare tire and toolbox. Functional toolbox? Where say is functional toolbox?
Oh.
Wobbly. It opens up.
You can put your stuff in there.
Yeah. 55 turn high torque motor, long run time up to 30 minutes, it claims, which is pretty decent because the battery is actually like only a 600 milliamp. That's a tiny little battery.
So tiny.
Yeah. Chassis mounted servo with panhard bar. And then, like I said, you cannot knock them for their unbelievably phenomenal packaging when it comes to RCs.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's, for a cheap RC, that is freaking awesome, the way they package them up. So I'm going to say it's torque. For a stock rig out of the box, it runs good. I like it. They're cool. I don't know what you would ever put in this tiny little box.
Oh, I know some crawler guys that knows what to put in there.
It'll fit one AA battery. Oh, I bet you it might fit two AAA. Yeah, so if you guys have something about this size that you want to put in said box, you can. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. There's a bunch of latches on the back of here. I don't know how well the light's going to work. You see these little clips here?
Yeah. What's that all about?
All these little clips look like they're set up there so that you could put accessories on there. They look like little clips for like holding shovels and hammers and axes or whatever you might want to throw in there that looks scale.
Cool.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 locations on the back. And then the very back here is actually flat and dished. It has a back, or it has a front, and it actually has a lip at the back. So your stuff wouldn't just slide right out the back underneath the back tire. It does say that this is a functional spare. So that's cool.
It's not like those spares that on other rigs where it's all for decoration.
Well, which other one do I have that has a functional spare? This one here. This is the functional spare that was on my RC 4-wheel drive one.
Oh, cool.
But my RC 4-wheel drive one, I actually have to take the knuckles off of it all the way around. I'll show you on a bigger knuckle here, but on this here, on the knuckle itself, I had to shave the inside of the ball cup just so that I could get the turning action out of them on the RC 4-wheel drive one, which kind of sucked.
Weird.
I've only done one because I wanted to do a comparison to see this is how far your steering angle is with the stock, and this is how far after you modify it. Now, if you wanted to, just looking at the way the battery and everything is configured in here, if you could see that better there. Yeah, if you're looking at this here, this does have a very low transmission in here. And then this battery almost sits, like when the cab is closed, it almost sits where the bench seat would be.
So it's kind of where the fuel tank in the original would be. Yeah.
So if you wanted to do a scale interior, you got to remember, like this wire is just kind of, it's just the power wire. So it's just sticking out, but it's pretty flat right up to here. Huh. So you could do a really, really cool little micro scale interior in this.
Yeah, you can have it all connected to the cab, and then it just lifts up too, so it's out of the way.
Yeah, your ESC and everything's mounted up front here, so there's a little bit of weight up front. Honestly, looking at it, if you really wanted to get crazy with it, you could probably take this battery and remount it right up underneath the hood, because it looks like there's just barely enough room underneath the hood in here that you could probably fit it between the servo and the hood. Huh. I'm really digging those lights. Those are cool. They're not that bright white LED. They're actually like an authentic vintage style LED. Well, let's turn off the light here and see what it looks like. It's a little better. So yeah. Oh, I didn't check this. Let's see if it does anything brake light wise. Driving. No, they're just on or off. Straight up. Simple. So simple. Nothing to screw up. Exactly. So yeah, that is the FMS Atlas 6x6.